In the darkest of times, we are the light for kids who need it the most. My name is Evita Morin. I am the CEO at Rise Recovery. I'm a social worker, and I was working downstream with people who were experiencing homelessness. They were in their 60s, 50s, and what I kept finding over and over again was that these folks that I was serving had so many issues that began when they were young. Rise Recovery was formed because people recognized that in order to address substance use in our community, we needed to start early. We are the front line in the fight against teen addiction.
If it wasn't for Rise Recovery, I'm not sure I would be here today.
Teen addiction is a public health crisis. 1 in 8 teens have a substance use problem.
I first started using drugs and alcohol when I was 14 years old, and I was a sophomore in high school.
The reality is there are less treatment resources for youth than adults.
I started to tear apart my family. We couldn't even look each other in the eyes and say that we loved each other. It got bad enough to where one day my parents had found me overdosing in my room, and they didn't know what to do.
When youth find us, it's not only a safe place, but a place that they don't want to leave.
My life today is insanely beautiful.
100% of our staff are in recovery themselves. In addition to that, we are no cost. We created a recovery high school right here on our campus, which is the only school of its kind in Bexar County and San Antonio.
I work here. There's 12-year-olds, there's 14-year-olds, there's 17-year-olds that walk through here. Seeing them reminds me so much of where I was when I came in here, thinking that no one understands it and that they're all alone and they see me. My hope is that they understand and they know it's possible for them to make a difference in their life.
Although our campus is brand new, we recognize, having lived here now for a couple of years, areas that are permeable in our campus, areas where there are risks that we want to address immediately. As you can see, these gates open manually, and they stay open all day. That creates a vulnerability on our campus. We don't want people, just anybody, to drive in and out of our campus or to walk in and out of our campus that don't belong here. There are drug deals happening right across the street. There are shootings that are happening at the gas station down the road. There's a 24-hour smoke shop that is a huge risk and allure to our kids. Students secretly vaping, sometimes with marijuana, can unfortunately be a real issue. That's why we have adults accompany youth when they're using the restrooms. But we want them to have more independence. With your support, we can install vape detectors in our facilities so that they are safe at all times. Confidentiality is key. Our families are having the hardest conversations of their lives, and they deserve to do it in the privacy of these kinds of counseling rooms. But we are all out of that kind of space. With your support, we can turn these cubicles into enclosed offices so that they can have the privacy that they deserve. Substance use is a really tricky issue to address, especially with teenagers. Sometimes we have to help save kids from themselves, especially in recovery. That's why supervision is such an important part of the work we do. And we need your help with the blind spots that we have on our security cameras, such as in this hallway. With your support, we can add 3 additional cameras in our recovery high school to help add that coverage. We are asking Impact San Antonio to consider these children, to consider adolescents in a time where they still have an opportunity to change the trajectory of their lives.
I just got a new car, and that is just such a big accomplishment in my life for me. My dad's working here at Rise, and he's gotten sober on his own as well.
I started off at Rise Recovery about a decade ago. We were just in a back room of a church, all jam-packed together, about 40 of us in this little space, and now we have this amazing campus.
To create safety and security for these kids who have already been violated by our community.
I have been afforded the opportunity to work with these kids directly. These kids have enlightened me on what success can look like. I just lost my dad, I'm sorry. I have been directly impacted by losing a family member towards addiction. It's my goal to try to help the kids in a way that my loved one couldn't succeed.
I could not be more grateful for this place. It has truly, truly saved my life.
Together we stand. United we recover.